Alright, what is up everybody? It is OTG Clips here bringing you guys another video. It's been quite a while since I've actually sat down and recorded a story. Mainly because I don't really do much. I mean, I'm not saying I live a boring life, but I go to school and there's not that much that happens at school. What I'm trying to say is there's really no great stories. Now sure, the older you get, the more stuff you can do, the more stories that you can tell. And I'm not that old and I don't have that many stories to tell. But today's story is like no other. Today we're going to be talking about OTG Speed. This man here is the real MVP. You cannot find somebody stupider than this guy. And when I say stupid, I don't mean that in an insulting way. We together just do the dumbest crap possible. And I mean, ultimately it's really funny. We do it all for entertainment and fun, but gosh, sometimes he just does not know when to stop. So recently OTG Speed just had his birthday party and me and Neon went over to his house to hang out for a little bit. We went to one of those trampoline parks and just chilled out there, and they introduced me to this game. It was a game that I've surprisingly never heard of before, and this game was called What Are the Odds? Now basically how you play What Are the Odds is you go up to someone and say what are the odds that you'll do a certain task 1 through 10. So basically, for example, I could go up to OTG Shadows and say, what are the odds that you'll reset your stats? And then he'll ask me for a number range, and I'll say, alright, 1 through 10. And so after that you do a 1, 2, 3, and then after you say 3 you say a number 1 through 10. So I would be what are the odds you'll reset your stats 1 through 10? Then I'll go alright, ready? 1, 2, 3, and then we will both say a number. Now if we say different numbers between 1 and 10, he does not have to complete this task. But let's say we both ended up saying 6, then he would have to do whatever task or assignment I gave him. So in this case, he would have had to reset his stats. It seems like a pretty harmless game, but it can really be taken to stupid levels. For example, at the trampoline park, I said to Speed, what are the odds that you'll just full sprint into one of the wall trampolines? And we ended up saying the same number. I can't remember what it was, but we ended up saying the same number. And so he started at one side of the trampoline area, and he just full sprinted to the other. This was really late at night, so there was only one other family there, and this family was just sitting down on one of the trampolines talking, and here comes Speed flying past them and just slams into the side of the wall of the trampoline. And the funniest part was I was in tears laughing. It wasn't even about Speed hitting the wall. It was because there was this little kid that just sat there and watched him do it. He stared at him from start to finish, just watched him plop into the wall. And oh, it was so funny. I was crying laughing. But anyway, that's not even the important part. We then went back to his house. The next day we decided to have a bonfire. Now here's when things get bad. We decided to play What Are the Odds around the fire. Neon escaped alive. I don't think he had to do any sort of degrading task. The most that I had to do was run and jump over the fire, which wasn't too bad. I mean, I was scared to death I was gonna trip, but I was fine. But then here comes the moment that OTG Speed messed up. So Neon goes over to him and says, what are the odds you'll throw your phone into the bonfire? And then Speed looks back and says, nah bro, you can't be serious. And Neon was like, yeah, I'm just kidding, but let's just do it for the fun of it. And he goes, alright, 1 through 20. So you're betting on a 5% chance that they're going to get the same number. And of course, they both go 1, 2, 3, 5. And then they instantly just started bursting into laughing, they knew it was all just a big joke. And I don't really know how to explain this over the mic, but you know how people can fake throw stuff? They'll fake throw a pitch or something, they'll jerk their arm really hard, fake throw something. They'll do it to try to make people flinch or something like that. He did that. So Speed walks over to the fire and does this super hard flinch, fake throw. And I'm pretty sure you guys can guess what happened from there. This man's fingers covered in butter. He fake threw his phone and it slipped right out of his hands, landed straight into the fire. And it really is a good thing that he had some supportive friends there to help him. Not. Throughout this entire disaster, me and Neon just sat there and pointed and laughed. Nothing else, no effort whatsoever to try to help this poor dude. We just sat there and laughed. And so frantically Speed is sitting there trying to get his phone out. He kicked a bunch of logs. I don't know how he didn't get burned, but he was kicking logs like crazy trying to get in there, and he fished his phone out with a stick. I swear it was probably burning for at least 7 to 10 seconds. He pulls it out covered white in ash, steaming, it's like smoking like crazy. It was sitting there on the ground and I was like, alright, I'll pick it up. And it was really hot. And I'm pretty sure most of you guys are probably thinking like, well, I mean, no shit, it just came out of a fire. Which is entirely true. I don't know what in my right mind told me to pick it up, but it was hot. But anyway, in the end, we dusted off his phone, we cleaned it up, and I swear on my life, that phone worked fine. I have no idea how on earth this man's phone sat there and burned, and he pulls it out and it works just fine. This man Speed received a blessing from the Lord himself. They say in life you get one blessing. Well, he just wasted his one blessing on being stupid. But anyway, that is going to wrap up the video. That is just one of many stupid events that me and Speed have gone through. There are many done and many more to come. So, I mean, expect more stories over stupid stuff like this in the future. If you guys do want to see more of these, make sure you do drop a like on the video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Talk to you all in the next video. Peace out.